Latoya Ammons, her mother Rosa Campbell, and her 3 children, aged 7, 9, and 12, moved to 3860 Carolina Street in Gary, Indiana, in November 2011. However, things became peculiar after that. According to the Indianapolis Star, the family saw huge black flies on their screened-in porch despite the frigid temperature. Even if they tried, the flies returned. Then they heard footsteps. Ammons and Campbell reported hearing basement activity numerous late nights. Someone seemed to be ascending the basement stairs and entering the kitchen. However, nobody was there. The ghost's footsteps persisted after they locked the kitchen-to-basement door. Campbell spotted a dark figure wandering around the living room one night. Things became scarier at this point. Campbell found spooky wet trails where she thought she saw it. Despite the disturbing circumstances, Latoya Ammons and her family tried to adjust to their new home. That made the situation extra scarier. 4 months after moving into the rental home, the family had a life-changing event. Latoya Ammons' 12-year-old daughter floated over her bed on March 10, 2012, while her family grieved. "What precisely is going on?" Campbell later told the Indianapolis Star. "Why is this happening?" The anxious crowd prayed till the girl could drop. After that, Ammons' visiting relatives left, and Campbell and Ammons decided to seek help. Help was hard to find. One local church suggested cleaning the house with bleach and ammonia and drawing oil crosses on all the doors and windows to ward off spirits. However, most local churches ignored them. 2 clairvoyants told the family that over 200 ghosts were in the rented property and suggested they move. The house's malevolent aura kept the Ammons family in a state of extreme fear. The kids murmured, "It's time to die," and "I will kill you." When they spoke, their eyes swelled and their lips curled into fake grins. Ammons felt lightheaded and heated, like she was losing control of her body. She told the Indianapolis Star, "You can tell it's different, someone or something supernatural." Ammons claims her youngest son regularly communicated with an unseen child and was flung across the room by otherworldly forces. Her daughter, too, heard voices telling her that death was near and she would never see her family again. Children were absent from school for a long period due to the effect. Later, doctors and police officers engaged. They were unprepared for what they found. On April 19, 2012, Latoya Ammons took her children to their family doctor, Jeffrey Onyukwu. Onyukwu noticed the kids' delusional behavior, including their low voices and awkward words. In an Indianapolis Star interview, he added, 3 decades have passed, and I have never in my life heard anything like that. When I walked into the room, I was experiencing a great deal of fear. The kids showed demonic possession signs while under the doctor's care. According to a DCS investigation, medical staff watched Latoya's youngest child fly into the air and slam against a wall without being touched. According to reports, the child climbed a wall and flipped over his grandmother. Seeing these events, a Department of Children and Families nurse and caseworker exited the room in horror. Many were very concerned about what was happening. After concluding the children were in danger, DCS removed Latoya Ammons from her children quickly. Ammons shook with anguish. In an Indianapolis Star interview, she said, "We had already been through so much and fought so hard for our lives. We were clearly working together and winning our battles. We won, but they separated us." Department of Child Services, DCS, asked Hammond Police to go into the demon house after Latoya Ammons and her children were separated. While inside with Campbell, the cops saw many unusual events. The 2 Hammond police officers reported radio issues, a white, hazy apparition, and a disembodied voice saying, "Hey!" Their report included all these incidents. They found strange, greasy stuff trickling from the blinds on their second visit. At this time, local priest Michael Maginot got aware of the issue and decided to investigate. Maginot performed a brief exorcism on Latoya Ammons in front of 2 law enforcement officers and a Department of Children and Family Services case manager after writing to a bishop. Department of Children and Youth Services case manager told Indianapolis Star, "We felt like someone was in the room with you, someone breathing down your neck." Reverend Maginot performed 3 exorcisms on Latoya Ammons. After the 3rd exorcism, one of Maginot's companions burned a paper with the demon's name, and Ammons returned to his normal condition. When she and Campbell moved back to Indianapolis in November 2012, Ammons gained custody of her 3 children. To forget the demon house and move on was liberating. Zak Bagans, a paranormal investigator, bought and demolished it in 2016. However, he kept portion of the basement he bought for his Las Vegas museum. Latoya Ammons and her family never want to return to the demon house or its grounds. "Don't assume it's not real because I've lived it," she told the Indianapolis Star. She meant their experience. Known to be true.